So today was pretty much a school day, but it's a long day because I have math and it goes until like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and I have a test today, so I gotta go take that test, and then I'm gonna probably try and record some gym footage and teach you guys about taking out gyms. I know that there was a video last night about attacking the gyms, but I'm gonna actually go into detail about how I take down gyms and how to do it, and a little bit of changes that happened to the gyms with the latest update. Alrighty, so we're out and we're gonna take out this last gym. Over here, it's an Instinct gym that we're heading to that we took out a couple of days ago. It's got a 1500 polyrath in it right now, but it's gonna get pretty dark over there, so I don't know if you guys will be able to see me. I might cut that part out while I'm recording once I get to editing, but we'll see. I actually have quite a few eggs here. I saved up a bunch of 5Ks, did all the 2Ks so that they would all hatch, and I would have a bunch of 5Ks to put to hatch during a lucky egg tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and start these all up. Alrighty, so we went to that gym, and I don't know why I went to my Pokemon, but we went to that gym and we took it down. I added a Flareon in there, and Kirsten added a Vaporeon in there. I know it's pretty dark out here, but yeah, we went ahead and added those. Kirsten just hatched a 2K egg and got a Magikarp out of it. So yeah, now we're gonna head back into town, take out some gyms, and maybe teach you guys a little bit about the gyms. Alright, so today's video was going to be about taking down gyms, but I happened to run into another Mystic person, Sir Sparkles, who was taking out the gyms the opposite way that I was taking them out. So thank you. We only have to prestige only a couple, so that really helped out. And we got to add Pokemon to a couple of them. So I'm gonna talk about the new update to gym battles, and I'm gonna show it to you so that you can see it better than me actually talking about it. They basically added a buffering system into gym battles, and if you don't quite understand what that is, what it means is that when it basically prevents spam clicking. Instead of when you're just sitting there spam clicking, you can do that, but if you dodge like I do when prestiging gyms or when taking out gyms, it prevents dodging as much. So if you've had a little bit of trouble dodging recently, that's why. And it was a hidden update included in the last game update. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So with this Scyther, so I'm going to kind of angle myself so that you can see with how I'm clicking it. If you watch when if I try and like dodge like that, if you spam click too many times, what happens is it doesn't want to move unless you have a really quick attack, like obviously Scyther does. It doesn't want to move because it basically queues up the next attack that you choose to do. So when you select to do an actual basic attack with the move, it does a slice attack instead of trying to dodge with the next move that you want it to actually do. So we went ahead and took that down. I hope that was kind of easier to understand, but basically what it is it queues your move. So Kirsten can go ahead and add now because it's up to level 4, but it basically queues what you chose to do. So for instance, if you could get 3 attacks in before the other Pokemon did its attack, and you knew that, you could just spam until you got close to doing that 3rd attack and then swipe before. You can't do that anymore. Now you pretty much have to be kind of precise with your clicks and then be able to swipe, or else you'll just be clicking, and then when you try to swipe, your actual Pokemon will end up moving later than it should have. So it's just about being a little more precise about it. Right, so I'm on my way home now, and I know you guys probably saw that gym footage of just a second ago, and the way that it kind of worked was that it actually looked a little better there with that water gun attack, and you can actually see there. I'll try and crop it out, and I'll put it on the side here so you can see it again, and maybe slow it down a little bit if I have to. You can actually see where I tried to dodge, and Seadra actually moved to the side after after the attack had already been done. So it's just something that's going to take a little bit of getting used to, so that I'm not spam clicking. But of course, in some situations, spam clicking will still be okay if your Pokemon's going to take it out very well. So yeah, but I mean, it's a small minor update, but it just prevents major spam clicking while still being able to dodge. So I kind of like that it's been added into the game. It makes you know, taking down gyms or attacking gyms a little bit harder, but easier if you know how to do it, I guess. So we're on our way home now, and yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for this video. But yeah. Alright, so I'm home now. I claimed a 8 defender bonus, and I'm just going over a little bit of an update of what's going to be in tomorrow's episode, and finishing off this episode, and going over the updates in the last Pokemon Go update. So for Android, it was obviously, you can see here, it was the 0.39.0 update for Android, and for iOS, it was the 1.9.0 update. And it says that it was obviously being rolled out. A couple people got it before others. You could download the APK, of course, if you wanted it even earlier. And so the main updates are that the capture location has been added back into the game. The only thing is that it shows where you caught your Pokemon, or I believe eggs are shown where you got the egg. So it shows where you caught the Pokemon, but it doesn't show the map like it used to for like the first 2 weeks of the game being out. So they brought that back basically, so you can see where Pokemon are caught. And then the Pokemon Go Plus and Incense trainers can attempt to capture a Pokemon they encounter from using Incense. So I guess people who had the Pokemon Go Plus, whenever they were using Incense, the Pokemon wouldn't spawn, and they would spawn, but they couldn't capture them with their Pokemon Go Plus. Now they can, so that's been added. If you have a Pokemon Go Plus, good for you, but I don't see myself paying $100 to $150 for a Pokemon Go Plus from a reseller right now. And then minor bug fixes. Now, when it talks about minor bug fixes, it talks about that hidden update that I told you about for the gyms, and then it also talks about another update that I kind of want to go check out for myself. Now, this is just something that I heard from Trainer Tips' YouTube channel, and I haven't confirmed it, I haven't read it online or anything, but I got the information from him, so don't quote me on it if it's wrong or not. But it also states that nests will no longer have only bad IV Pokemon. That was actually a bug. I did not think that was a bug. I assumed that it was like nests are just supposed to be where you farm Pokemon at. But I guess nests have been fixed so that you can actually get good IV Pokemon from nests now. So it's something that I would like to test out in the future and look into. Alright, so now if we look into what I want to do in tomorrow's episode, the main things that I really want to do is that I'm finally ready. I know I've said it so many times, but I'm finally ready. I'm going to do the Bulbasaur evolve, my Charmander evolve, my Squirtle evolve, and they're all going into their third step of evolutions. I have some other little evolves that I'm going to do with it as well. I believe I have a Pikachu that's ready to go into a Raichu, and I have Geodude that's going into Golem. I have a Clefairy that's going into Clefable. So there will be some really cool evolves tomorrow. That's not the only thing that's going to happen in the episode. I have a couple other things that I want to do with it, of course. But those are the main things. I am so excited to finally get that video out there. But yeah. Alright, so, and then the other thing that I finally get to do that I am super excited about, while I was at school today, I've been waiting weeks upon weeks. If you've been watching all my videos, you can tell that at Navy Pier, I have been waiting forever to finally evolve into Dragonite, and I can finally do it. So today, I mean, at JJC, where I go to school, there's spawns for Dratini's, and for the past 2 weeks I've been looking for spawns while I was there, and no Dratini's had happened to spawn, and if they did, they ran away from me. So for the past like week, I've only needed one more capture to be able to do it, so I'm finally ready to do it. I have 130 Dratini candies, and now the only predicament is that I will decide by tomorrow's episode, am I going to evolve this 775 Dratini that's a 78% IV, or am I going to evolve this 727 Dratini that's an 80% IV? So This is the Dratini that I ended up catching today. It was a 380, but you'll never believe this. At school today, a Dragonair spawned, and it was a 1200 and something, Dragonair 1268, I believe, and it ran away from me on the first Ultra Ball Raspberry, and it was even a curveball, great throw. First one, ran away. And I was just like so disappointed, and I was like, of course, now I'm gonna have to wait 2 more weeks to get another Dratini. But would you happen to know? Freaking 2 more Dratinis spawned within another hour right after that. I was like, wow, that it never happens. I was like, I've been waiting so long, and then there they are. So I'm so happy that I ended up getting those. Kirsten actually ended up helping me out, so I was in class during one of the spawns. I signed out, and she went ahead and signed in on my tablet and got it for me. So I was so happy that she could do that for me, and I'm so happy that I'm gonna finally get my Dragonite. So that's gonna be the biggest evolution for tomorrow that I'm so looking forward to. So that's probably gonna be it for this video. Pokemon Go is all I know, and remember guys, peace out, and I will check you guys in the next episode. It's over half of my health, so I have to make sure I dodge that. So, you know, type advantage does always make a difference, but if you can dodge their main attacks pretty often, you don't have to worry too much.